There will be a legal notice posted called the notice to quit. The notice to quit posted on the home by the bank's representative and advises the occupant, you, that the trustee's sale has occurred and they're asking for possession. This is another copy of an actual notice to quit. As you can see, it was ripped right off of the property. The notice to quit basically states the home was sold at auction, the home was sold at the foreclosure sale, the trustee's sale. It provides the date, and you can take a look at this after. It advises you, the occupant, that you must deliver up possession of the home within 3 days. You get 3 days to give the bank the home that they own. If you do not, the bank begins legal proceedings against you. At this point, that's when the eviction process starts. They provide you with a notice to quit. They give you 3 days to move out. If you do not, they start the eviction process with their attorneys. Typically, let's go back a little bit here. Typically, at this point, once the bank takes the home back, you'll get a knock on the door. I suggest, if you're in this situation or if you find yourself in this situation in the future, when you hear that knock, I suggest you answer the door, because it's probably a realtor like myself knocking on the door saying, "Hi, I'm Ray from Keller Williams Real Estate. Are you the former owner or are you the renter?" And if you're the former owner or the renter, I'll say, "Good. I'm here because the bank has sent me out to find out who lives here." Because the bank doesn't know. It could be a renter, it could be vacant, it could be the former owner. The good news is, the bank is offering you cash for keys, money to move out. And typically that cash for keys will be 30 to 45 days. So I suggest you answer the door when you hear the knock. And the reason why is because that cash for keys could be some good money to help you with your moving arrangements. If you don't take the cash for keys, if you don't sign the contract for the cash for keys, and then they start the eviction process, and 2 weeks later you find the perfect house to move into, you call up the realtor and say, "Hey, is that cash for keys still good?" And the realtor says, "No, I'm sorry, you denied the cash for keys. We're going through with the eviction process." But if you had signed the cash for keys agreement when it was first presented, and in 2 weeks you find that perfect place to move into, then guess what? You've got some moving money coming to help offset the costs of your relocation. If you don't find a perfect place, and you decide, "I can't get out of here in the 30 or 45 days stipulated in the cash for keys contract," and you decide to stay, the cash for keys contract is null and void, and the eviction process occurs just like it would. Now, the cash for keys will not delay the eviction process. The eviction process still continues while you're moving out and accepting the cash for keys. However, again, I suggest always sign the cash for keys contract, because if you find that perfect place to move into, then you've got that relocation assistance coming.